well to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going deep for Brown. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
25-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Shifts past him at the 45. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Jackson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on second down. Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Martin, you know when we call it a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll run here with Ingram. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the Steelers' 12-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Third and goal, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Samuels. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up
on 2nd and goal. Jackson, and it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're running. Ingram. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ingram denied on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. The 30. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Minka Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick six for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. Extra point now by Boswell. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
16, Ravens 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run with Samuels. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's airing it out for Sanu. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll run again with Samuels on 1st down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Marlon Humphrey on the 10.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
A 36-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Rip right. 13. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the 27, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Baltimore. This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Watch 98. 98's the Mike.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hatch it.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
At the 36-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Ingram again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But it's still time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
10 at the 29-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Down to the 25. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of 3rd-year guys, a couple of Pro Bowlers. Jackson to Andrews for the Ravens first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Intended for Mark Andrews. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Jackson now on 2nd and 10.
Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Ingram. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aqib Talib. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Steeler first down.
They'll run on first down. Samuels. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Complete to Eric.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, Pittsburgh.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Check 26. Easy.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mohamed Sanu. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell for the extra point.
Point after.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Steelers 33, Ravens 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They go play action now. Jackson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration and body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Lining up for the extra point.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive
as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
Check 24. Check. Take 2 on 36.
The drive will start with Connor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up second.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Samuels.
Number 38, Jalen Samuels, the ball carrier. Matt Judon there on the stop.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Pittsburgh, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.